Hello, I'm Nick Marazita, and I'm one of the co-founders of the iNSTA-Pro group, which is the maker of the app, the Tennis Swing Analyzer. And what I thought I'd do today is take you through some key features of the application. This page you're looking at right now is the launcher page, which is basically you can get to it anytime by hitting the icon up at the front. You can also check out what version you're doing by hitting the I at the bottom, and you'll note version 3.02 at the top. Anyway, let's get right into it and we'll just go to the videos. So this is the thumbnail page, or what we call the videos page, where you'll see all the local copies of your videos. Here we can tap on it and we'll go right into this video, the thumbnail. So here we have one of our players playing tennis, obviously, and we have a really nice recording here. Down at the bottom, oh, by the way, I'm showing this on an iPad using the reflection software on my MacBook Pro. So it's actually being played on my video, but it's a good way to project your apps right up onto your MacBook. Anyway, down at the bottom you have the action button. If you tap on the action button, you can see your different choices of recording, email, Ask a Pro, sharing, the thumbnail, and the export. Recording is exactly what it sounds like. You can, at any point, you can tap and you can record a new video. Email, you can send an email to your friends of the video you just took. And with the email, it's key to understand that what you're doing, if they don't have the app, you're sending them a link to your site, your web page, and that's why it's important that you sign up on their profile, because it automatically gets generated for you. So when you go to the Tennis Swing Analyzer, right to the website, you can actually review your swings in the comfort of your office or your home, looking at them on your PC. From there, we also have the Ask a Pro, and I'll skip that for a second. Sharing allows you to share it up onto the Insta Club with everybody else, and you can review everybody else's swings, and you can compare what you look like. The thumbnail is where you set what your thumbnail looks like, so you can get your picture on your swing exactly how you like it of this swing, of what you're trying to show off, and you can do a thumbnail. And then the export basically exports this video to the camera roll. So it'll be in your camera roll if you need to use it, if you would like to put it up on Facebook or some other social media site. However, with that, once it gets exported to the camera roll, it is being exported as the raw video. It's not the video that is done with the annotations. So, and then the last part is the Ask a Pro. If you tap on Ask a Pro, it allows you to send your swing to a pro. Now this is one of our golf pros. I put him in here by accident, but you won't necessarily send it to him because I don't think you'd get very good instruction on your tennis. But what you do is, if you have your pro, your coach, and we're working on getting a global coaching pro so that you could send your videos to him and he could critique them for you, him or her, and they could critique them for you. And this simply goes that, and then it comes back to you with their critiques, with audio and video put onto it. So anyway, let's go right to the next greatest part of this, the heart of this software, which is the slow motion. So just by hitting the play button down at the bottom, you'll see that the video starts to play in the way that it was recorded, in the speed that it was recorded. Now it's been slowed down a little bit, but you can even slow it down even more by going to slow, slower, and slowest. By tapping on the back button 3 times, it goes down to real slow, so you can just watch it continuously. And this is pretty important when you're just giving instruction to yourself, when you want to see the full motion. You can tap pause and go hit play again, tap the buttons, and it goes back out to the normal time. And you can see it, so obviously you can speed it up in the exact opposite direction. Now the other part is, if you want to go frame by frame and be very selective, and you want to get to one place, you can use the scroll bar over here on the right hand side. Now that scroll bar is selective so that you can put it one way or the other. Alright, so let's keep it on the right hand side. We're just going up. Now let's see that we get it right to the point where she's rocked back. There's another feature. You'll see the plus bar down, the plus sign below the scroll bar. Tap plus, and that'll put into memory that position for you. So we got that. Now we want it where she has it in the lowest possible point. and I can also hit the different frames to proceed frame by frame to get the detail. I'll hit plus again, and that's a key area that I want to be to. Now I want to go when she hits the ball, and do plus again, and then what I'd like to do is let's see her follow through. Is she ready to get a quick return? Let's do that. Now we have 5 returns, so if I go all the way to the bottom, the way she fired. So there's 5 of them. But if I want to go back to the very beginning, I'd tap P1 and then go to P4, and I can see what the follow-through looks like. P1, P2, P3, P4, and it just goes automatically right to it. Now this is another really cool feature. So let's get to P1. Up at the very top, you'll see the time like that, 4.41. Just tap that, and then you'll see a 0 come out. That's the delta timer. It'll show the difference between positions. So if I want to see the cock, and then how long it takes until she hits the ball, you'll see her getting up. It takes 1.6 seconds. Now these are based on 1/30th of a second. You know, the 1.6. So that's where it comes from. If you take a look, you'll notice that the P1 position has stayed there, is frozen, and then the P3 position, which is hitting the ball, is where it got to. So we have a ghosting so you can see how they got to that position. We can also do it from P2. We can come down here and see what she did. Move, so let's go back to P1, which is where it starts. P2, P3, P4. So you can see it's really quite cool. You can see the timing. Tap on it again, it goes away. So that's a pretty cool feature, and it's really good. But the slow motion, you'll see that it's really quite a lot of tools for you to be able to use. The next feature I'll show you is the orient feature. If you want to take a look at what she would look like if she was a left-hander, there you go. Now sometimes the coaches like it's a different view and they want to do that angle. So you can play that in orient. You have 3 different features. You can do it. You can go top to bottom, horizontal, and you can also lay it on its side for some reason if you'd like to be able to look at it in a horizontal mode. So let's put it back up. She's right-handed, so we'll keep it right where it's at. And that's the orient. The next one is the draw view, which gives you quite a few drawing tools up here that are available. There's so much here that I'm not going to bother taking you through it today. Just know that we'll have another video on using the draw tools better. Let's just change the color to get it good so you can see it. So I put a grid in here. You can do that, and then it stays on top of the frame so you can see if you want to align how she looks. All right. So that's the drawing. Also, there's a circle, there's a line, head with a line, a square, and an angle tool. And we have different varying levels of fill that you can do. And then the next part is the dual view, which is really quite cool. So you take one, you take another one, and then you can see them and play them, and they go right next to each other. And you can see what they like. Now, it's a little bit wider because we also have a horizontal recording feature. So you can take a look at what they look like next to them. Now, let's stop that. Let's go to single view, which is the one up at the top. Let's go to single view. Let's go to orient. Let's flip it, and let's go back to dual view. All right, and now we got them, and then if we put it on our side even, they're next to each other. Okay, so you can see how they look. And again, you can play them, and if you want to sync them, you get them down to, let's pause it, let's get them both up, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, because we know what it is. There's a little lock down there, you can lock it, and they're locked in sync now, and they will play for you. All right? So you can do that. So that's the dual view. This is pretty much the key features of what I wanted to cover today. And we're pretty excited about the tennis swing analyzer, and we know that it'll help you practice, review, and improve as we try to bring to the athletic market affordable, portable, and easy to use video analysis so that you can work with your pro or work with yourself to be able to see what you're doing when you're practicing and improving yourself daily. Thank you very much, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call. Thank you.